Namaskaram, Namaskaram. I am the person who introduced micro teaching so that I have some expertise of teaching methodologies. I thought I can share it with the people, improve. Because when you talk to students, they may not tell you that oh, it's good, it's good. Everybody will say good, good.
Okay.
But how do you make from good to better to best? The excellence is what I am looking for. So I remember you made some statement saying that measurements. What the students and the topic and the subject and the syllabus gives, as an instructor, I must have at least not extra this much knowledge, if only this much. Subject is this much, I must know this much. Then only I can excel well, right?
Okay.
Otherwise, as if I am reading the textbook, if the class goes, every student today gets lot of YouTube videos from here and there.
Okay.
So how do you or me becomes a extraordinary person in front of my students so that I can make a print in their heart?
Okay.
Got it? See, for example, I know feet. Feet is what is used for measuring. No, when I talk about measurement, immediately I must know there are different types of measurements. It need not be like a very formal class. No, it is a day-to-day activity which everybody does. Measuring water, measuring weight, looking at length of different things, diameter, the shirt. I remember I told you that maybe the size of the shirt, the liter, 1 liter bottle or 300 liter, all these are different measurements. Today we are talking about metric, in which length and breadth, no thickness. That's a different gadget by itself.
Okay.
So like this, if you start so informally, maybe the radius I wanted to measure, that's also measurement, right? Radius of a circle. It may be a small 3rd grade, 4th grade, but my aim is to raise them in their standard little higher. Don't give that little bit high I should go and then come back to that level. Then lift them up. Again, if I look at them and understand, oh, they did not understand. But normal things we can measure, right? How much could be the length of my head? How much is the width? How much is my, this length is how much? Measure your finger, how much is that? They will be thrilled, right? Correct. And look at most of the people, not why I wanted to Prakash to tell was, when you look at mathematics, there are dakka, semi, kilo, all that are technical terms. Look at meaning of technical terms. When you know the meaning of technical terms, you will feel lot of confidence. Correct? Because mathematics is like a language.
Yeah.
Mathematics is a language. So every word which I use, I must know the meaning.
Okay.
So I thought that could be one suggestion which I can give you, which I may not be able to give, or you may have some questions when I give. I don't know whether you have looked at my comments which I posted on YouTube. Did you see my YouTube?
Actually, I was able to know. I mean, I know that words, and in the micro teaching session, I was like because I'm not facing the
100%. See, 100%. You will have a different smiling face in front of children. When you are looking at a grey shade like this, maybe Prakash is there with you, you will have a different style. 100% it will be there. I understand all that. That there is no second question on that. But even when you do it, but you were very interactive, asking like, as we are all children. Understood. So that means you have shaped your mind in such a fashion that I am asking a lot of questions, interacting. But that smile itself is not there. Mathematics is not a very serious subject, right? Mathematics, you should see, mostly mathematics teachers are very serious. That is why most of the people hate mathematics. I think always you should have a good smile. I am a mathematician. My PhD is in mathematics. But I love to make children smiling, See, I keep talking about to people, no, see for example, micro tip pencil.
Okay.
That is micro. Micro is 10 power minus 6.
Nice.
Actually, the name is given micro tip, but it is not 10 power minus 6 tip. Anything small, we call it as micro. Anything
Okay.
big, we call it as macro.
Yeah.
See, these are all terms, and ask every child to write it down.
Yeah.
If they don't write, I'm sure now Faisa is not writing.
No, I'm not writing.
So whatever I said is useless, because you don't have that habit. Assume that I am in place of you and somebody else is suggesting me like this. I will have already written all this.
Oh, okay.
If you don't have that habit, I'm sure your students will never have it. Always understand, if I have to learn something, English, maths, physics, chemistry, biology, especially mathematics, without pen and paper, don't attend any classes.
Okay.
So every student should be able to write it down. What happens is, you are showing PowerPoint, they will never write it. If they don't write, they don't understand. They don't even look. Attention is 30% only when they don't write. It becomes 100% when they write it.
Okay.
Every information has to be written down. So I keep saying, taking notes and making notes. That's more important for everyone to learn. Irrespective of whether they are teachers, students. Even I ask my students, when go for a movie, write down.
Okay.
I have students,
Actually,
I
think
record
it's
it.
good to remember, right?
I am recording. I am recording there, I am recording here, I am screen grabbing. I will listen to this again because I am going to edit it. Understood? While I am editing, sometime your words, your name, all that I have edited out when I record it and put a measurements class. Your face is not there, your sound may not be there, your name also I would have cut. So that I am not telling anything to you, but I am telling to a common public.
Okay.
So how many times I must have listening to my own lecture, you can imagine. Understood? So
Yeah,
you must,
no, I subscribed your channel, I think.
what is to be done is, you must ask your children to write down micro, macro, measurements. Look at the meaning of measurements in the dictionary. I suggest wordhippo.com if it is online, or look at Webster's dictionary or something. Understand the whole meaning, what measurements means. It comes from metric.
Okay.
It's a Greek and Latin word. All the mathematics terms starts with Greek and Latin.
Yeah.
So the original meaning, graph, all that is technical terms. No, I know what is graph, but that is not good enough when I go to a class for teaching. Every term which comes, write it down, make a beautiful dictionary for yourself. If you are in teaching business, throughout your life you will remember what DrTPS taught you now. And then you will feel more confident. I know what is it. See, it's not that whatever you are teaching, I refer something somewhere. No. Just like that I am able to say. Correct? Because dakka means this, hecta means this. The meaning, if I know, I don't have to look at centi means cent percentage. 100% is cent percentage. So centi means 100. Centimeter means 1/100th of a meter.
Yeah.
Understood? No. Should I have to make them to by heart?
No.
It goes into their brain and throughout life they will remember. But the way you were teaching on that day, they will only learn for mathematics learning, not as an English language. Now I am teaching mathematics as an English language. Because it's a language of science. Mathematics is a language of science.
Yeah.
They have to use it in different places tomorrow. Then they will love all the subjects in the world. Including social science, they have to learn. They have to learn maths. Correct?
Yeah.
So is it not the best method? You think yourself, you listen to your own class, look at it, oh, is it the way Did I give something extra than what is available in the textbook, extra than what is available in any PowerPoint presentation, extra than what anybody could have done in YouTube? Students also will go and look at the different YouTube classes, right?
Yeah.
But you have to be extraordinary, brilliant and better than that, then only they attract to you.
Yeah.
And they should tell that, yeah, I had a teacher who taught me this. That was great. It doesn't come just like that. See, I am too old. My experience is looking at, physical research laboratory. I went, I gave lecture there. I have seen how meter is standardized there, how kilogram is standardized there. So seeing is more believing. It is not even, it is not just like that, I'll tell you. I make a lot of gadgets like this. Yeah, luckily that day it was not there. I will have it here.
Okay.
This is 1 feet, 1 feet, 1 feet, 1 feet, 1 feet, 1 feet, 1 feet. What is the perimeter of the square?
Okay.
4 feet, because this is 1 feet, this is 1 feet, this is 1 feet, this is 1 feet. 4 feet.
Okay.
1, 1, 1, 1, 4 feet, right? So should I have to tell them the formula for perimeter?
Oh.
They are seeing it now.
I have to. Yeah.
Understood? See, I made it with a scale, measuring it. Now I don't use it for this purpose. I say that the surface area, my surface area is more than the surface area of the square, so it doesn't go through. But perimeter doesn't relate to surface area. Same perimeter, I can make a different surface area. Now I can pass through. No, but I can make it an ellipse easily. I can pass through. Is it not showing them mathematics, making them to feel?
Okay.
And now this is a square, but this is two triangles. If I make a cross like this, I put it like this and then say, this is one triangle, that's another triangle. So two triangles, put them together, I will get a square.
Okay.
Understood? So you are showing now. So I am sure if you show like this, ask them to, don't even show. Ask them to take a paper, make equal size, little longer and make a rectangle. Ask them to measure what is half of that. Make them to fold them into two, half. So 2 half becomes 1. Any class I can make people to do this sort of thing.
Okay.
This is what is doing mathematics. That day I was hearing mathematics from you.
Okay.
I am not learning mathematics also. Got it? So it's very, very essential for people to understand, visualize, see them, realize them. Then your class becomes a beautiful class. Otherwise, you will not make a punch in them. They should remember throughout life, I learned this concept from my teacher. I still remember this. That's all of our aim is that, right? When I speak to you, you should think that, no, I met DrTPS, I learned this much from him. And you cannot forget this. Similarly, you should also make impression in many, many people. So, maybe you should come back to me, taking some class, looking at is it the way. Always you can come back to me. Correct? You have my contact, you have my number, you have all my video has my number. And many people come and then discuss with me. That's why I create videos. Not even this. You can look at trigonometry, the way in which I teach is entirely different. Mathematics, I understand it and then I present it. If I don't, what do I do is, if I don't know some subject and somebody gives, I start doing all this homework of understanding it, realizing it, visualizing it, and creating my class. You can listen to my KLH. KL University has got a Hyderabad campus. I stay in Hyderabad.
Okay.
So they have a Hyderabad campus, KLH. I was a mathematics professor there. That was my last job. Last year I was there. During COVID I was teaching online. So I used to have 500 students in front of me, BTech, MBBA, BBA, MBA and all that. I have to teach them logical reasoning, analytical skill, mathematical ability, all that. I never used a PowerPoint, but they are higher classes. But you are talking to young children. Probably what you should do is write, tell something, ask them to write. And then show yours and see, did you write like this? check whether your book is like this. Oh, you are not written. That means you have to improve. So next time when they said, yeah, I also wrote like this, what you are saying, if they can write, they understood the subject. If you show them, they will just see there or copy them. They don't understand. So in my KLH and all, what I used to do is I have an internal mark scheme. I used to tell them mathematics, don't show them, don't write them, and ask them to take a picture of that notebook and send it to me. That is their internal marks. If they could write what I am speaking, understood. See, you have seen logical reasoning and all. The train length is 20 meter. The train is running with 55 kilometer per hour speed. Somebody was standing there. And the first, when it crossed was T0, time is 10 o'clock 58 seconds. 0 minute 58 seconds. Tell me when was the last compartment passed. This is English, no? But if they can draw a line, draw the length of the train, somebody standing there, pictorially, if they can draw the graph, they can do the solve the problem. So converting my words into graph, numbers, diagrams is what is understanding. So that is true with young children also. If I ask them draw a line with 1 centimeter, they must be able to draw. Make it 2 centimeter or draw another line 2 centimeter on top of it. Show this is 1 centimeter A, B, next one is C, D. Check, compare with both of them. If they can compare, it's fine. They have learned, right? It may not be as it is in your textbook. It may not be as it is in the video which somebody have done. But you have to make it entirely different and so much glue. They will glue to your class.
Okay.
This is what I thought maybe as a suggestion I should tell. That day I couldn't speak this much, so I told, not to you, many people come back to me asking some suggestions, asking some improvement. So that, see, whether you are teaching here for this students, this time, this year, this class is not important. Any class, anywhere, anytime, any subject, it has to be the perfect, not good one. Somebody will say you are good. No. You have to be the best. Nobody better than me should be this time. That's what DrTPS keeps saying. You show me a teacher who is better than me. So that I will learn from them and do the same thing much better than them. I am not challenging them. I wanted to become. So I keep looking at many lectures by different people. I love for physics. There is a Walter, MIT professor. Oof, the way he teaches physics, I wish in one life, in one class, if I can do that, I will be the best in the world. There are great teachers, but when they take such classes, I think, yeah, I should also do one like this in my life. So in my house, I have got an old house in Kerala, where I have created some models of physics where people can sit on the tire, pull themselves and then go up. I created a lift by themselves. These are all my ideas which I got from somebody looking at somebody. See, this is I got it from my 9th grade. 9th grade, he didn't teach me. But there was one teacher who used to teach this in some other class. I am sure those students would have never learned. But I have picked it up from him. I create like these small samples. The other day, in one of my sessions, somebody from Oman was attending my class. So the teacher was telling, yeah, last time you came and then I still have that scale with me. Then I remembered, yeah, I have to hunt for my next pair which I had and I kept it here. So that was 2018, 5 years back. I gifted this and then went. When I go abroad, I don't bring them back. I make it here, go there, gift it to them because it's only maybe 80 rupees I can make a thing like this. So I keep making this and then keeping it there to show somebody else. So you should have, I think you should ask people to take a scale, ask them to take a paper out, length measure, width you measure, finished.
Okay.
The whole thing is over. That's a practical class. Got it? That is how it should be done. You have something to ask?
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, the problem sometimes I'm facing is like, this is just 1 week, 1 hour class.
Yeah.
So we have to cover all the portions in one, like, if it is in school, we will be getting many hours to
100%.
teach them.
Yeah.
So, and in this 1 hour, like, first 5 minutes, they will take to join. And last 10 or 15 minutes, they need some blanket or kahoot something.
Yeah.
So we are getting little time, and within that time, what I am trying to do is like making them learn things. But I think you are saying like making them learn their self from the things like.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should follow that approach from now
And
onwards,
another
I think.
one, they already know this teacher is going to cover this topic, right?
Yeah.
Ask them to look at the meaning, dictionary. Which grade are the students?
The fourth and sixth, I taught sixth before.
So
Like fourth now.
age wise, what is their age?
They will be like 9 or 10.
I am sure the students in UK will be used to have a dictionary. They are much better than Indian students, right?
Yeah, of
And their
course.
English is also good.
Yeah.
But tell them your English is good, but mathematical English you have to understand word by word. Look at it so that you can ask a lot of questions to me. They have syllabus, read them, come back, so that easily assume that not a teacher of maths and I am telling you all these measurement, this is how you should teach. I am sure you will get confused, right?
Yeah.
Already you know, therefore I am able to tell everything in a consolidated fashion in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Similarly, if the students pre-prepare for the class, don't we do it when we go for a cinema? Do we go for a cinema without knowing the actor, without knowing the movie name, without knowing the plot, music, everything we know? Then we go for the movie, right? That is how they should. And we also, it is nice. What you should do is, see, assume that I am teaching third grade or fourth grade mathematics. I should look at third grade mathematics and see how much they know already. Number one. Number two, they are going to the next grade. What for I am preparing them?
Okay.
If I know these two things, I will become more and more realistic in my class. Correct or not? If I ask somebody to cut the vegetable, I must know what for you are cutting it, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, you are cutting your students for fitting them in a class. Which class? Next class. Next class in grade 5, what they have to learn, if you know, my preparation for them to reach there will become easier. And how much they, if I want to know, I must look at grade 3 syllabus also. Most of the students don't do this, but in the textbook it is there. If you read the first page, what they have learned in previous classes,
Yes.
why that is kept with this objective only.
Okay.
So two things have to be understood when I teach subject: objective and scope. What is the scope? I should not teach many things which are there in fourth class also, but I should tell them this is going to come in fourth class. Got it? And I will tell you, if you tell feet is not a standard measurement, mile is not a standard measurement, if you tell, tomorrow if they learn that is a standard measurement, you know the way they look at you. Understood? Assume that they tell their parents, feet is not a standard measurement, inch is not a standard measurement, yarn is not a standard measurement. It is a modern measurement, that's an older measurement, but still many people follow that. If you mildly tell that,
Okay.
that is different from no.
Oh, okay.
Got it? Because in American, see, it will come only when you look at it very carefully, practically. American and all, still they will talk about mile only.
Yeah.
The whole speedometer is miles per kilometer. Everywhere board is that only. So I am sure every parent or students will also listen to this, look at it. They will also Google. So it becomes a black mark on us, right?
Okay.
There is, you should take them into your fold. That means every word, look at it, every word. Then the confidence will become much more.
Actually, I googled it, sir. So when I googled it, like that might be my mistake, but like in America and UK and the country something like that follows this mile, yard, feet, but some other countries they don't know what all are these units, so they still, so that I got the idea like that's why kilometer, because it is every word
Understood,
kilometer
understood.
meter.
See, SI system, KG system, all these are standardized metric systems in the world. But everybody have not even changed, even now. Understood. Especially Western country, they did not. India, nobody is using miles now. It's only kilometers.
Yeah,
But my childhood, we have used only miles.
miles, okay.
So I know both. But I am
Uh,
sure in America, students know only miles. They don't know kilometers.
Kilometers, yeah.
They will only convert it into miles and then speak to us. And feet is always there, no? Because Amazon, when you order something, they will ask only feet, no? UK
And
feet
the
is,
size,
they will also
size
write
measure.
UK feet is different, Indian feet is different.
Uh-huh.
There is no standard.
Okay.
But the shoes, when they make, it's a in UK feet is different, Indian feet is different. That's what it is.
Size. Okay.
So little more liberal, more smiling, probably more approachable, more interactive, more practical, write it down, measure it. And in all that, too much of description, too much of technical terms, all that is good. But that should not in the same density and weight. You must reduce the weight and bring it to that level. So the method of teaching is only slightly different, no? Millimeter, centimeter, all meter is there. So milli means, look at the meaning, you will understand, you will enjoy it.
Yeah.
Milli, centi, dakka, if you measure, understand, done.
Yeah.
Okay. Million, you listen to this. Million. So 1,000 is 1 million, right?
Yeah.
So 1,000 is 1 million. So 1 of 1,000 of 1 meter becomes 1 millimeter.
Okay.
Very simple. Everybody will know this and understand. Even if you don't tell this, they only tell 1,000, 1 by 100, 1 by 1,000. It just becomes mathematics, not logical. Mathematics is full of logic. It is a language. Understand word by word meaning. And give that word meaning to your students. Make them to understand it is all language. Mathematics is a language. Understand the meaning. If you tell this many times to yourself, the way you look at mathematics will become entirely different, so easy for you.
Okay.
It's only to improve a little bit, so that it's not that it is not good, but we don't want good, we want excellent. Not to you alone. Every one of them I keep doing it. You can look at what I give for English class. I use a lot of physics in physics and English, mathematics and English. All that is a mixed language for me. Everything is language. Anything more to add or good enough?
Thank you so much, sir, because I got a lot of the mistake that the way I am teaching.
No, I don't call it as mistake. I only call it as ways of improvement.
Correction? Yeah. Okay.
Ways of improvement.
Okay, sir.
You are good.
I got it because,
little more better and best.
yeah.
Maybe this may not be the best, but my point of view, I feel this could be better. So you re-look at it, you understand, listen, so that you feel, yes, this is how I should be. That's all.
Okay. I have to.
Come back to me anytime. No reservations. Any point of time you could come back.
Okay.
You have my number 950-20388875.
Yeah, I have, and I think I'm there. I was there in your broadcast group, but now when I came to UK, I changed my number, and now I am not getting any updates.
Send it again, no?
I'll send it.
950.
Yeah, but I have your number.
Yeah.
Like I'll send this. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.